anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Hi guys, what can I get you guys today?
I don't know what to order.
Would you like to hear the story of how I learned what to order?
Whoa, what is that?
That's called a big rig, little lady, and that's the best dead-gum meal here at Shots Crossroads.
Don't wait just a gall-darn minute, Harry. You know darn well the best thing about Shots is breakfast. A 99 is how it's done.
You mean a 109?
No, I don't.
The real pros know that it starts with dessert. No matter what you get, everything begins with a caramel roll.
Hey, little dude. The truth is, there's a lot of right answers on this menu. My favorite is the golden crispy chicken strips and crinkle cut fries. Just listen to your heart, and you can't go wrong. Now go make that order, bud. Oh, hey, kid. Whatever you do, don't forget the ranch.
So what you're saying is, as long as I follow my heart, I can't make a wrong choice?
No, kid. The point of the story is order whatever you want.
All right, I'll take a big rig, a 99, a 109, an order of chicken strips with crispy fries, and I take a caramel roll to start with, please. Wait, and don't forget the ranch.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz, zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance? If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Legacy Financial Partners, the Bone and Joint Center, Ask Fitness, Thompson Larson Funeral Home, First Choice Physical Therapy, The Hoopster, KX News, Century Eyewear, 701 Realty, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Qdoba, Jersey Mike's Subs, Nathan Stremick Signal Realty, Eyes on Burdick, Chuppy Health, Subway, the Beaupre Law Firm, Minot's Finest Collision Center, State Farm Paul Siebert, Minot Hockey Boosters, Prestwich Orthodontics, Hub International, the UPS Store, Planet Pizza, Northern Plains Heating and Air, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Ackerman S. Fold, Premier Chiropractic, Vibeto Orthodontics, Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Jerome's Collision Center, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, Sport Clips, Shots Crossroads, Planning Team Financial Advisors, ServPro, BNC National Bank, Shields. Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Inside of that building right there, you'll find one of the rowdiest atmospheres for North Dakota high school sports and high school basketball. It's the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. And tonight it's home to a WDA showdown that features number 2 and number 3 in the entire state of North Dakota. Happy Saturday night to you folks. Welcome in to the Shields pregame show for what could be an epic showdown here tonight between the 10-0 number 2 ranked Mandan Braves and the 10-2 number 3 ranked Minot High Magicians. Nick Hulberg on the call here on Saturday night for basketball in North Dakota, and a rematch of a matchup earlier on this year that featured one of the walk-off highlights so far of the season. A three-pointer and a buzzer beater from Carson Jablonski to end the ball game down in Mandan to give Mandan a 60-57 victory over Minot High. And that was a fun one down in the city of Mandan that night. And it was Mandan that came out on top, handing Minot their first loss after Minot High ran 13 in a row, all the way dating back to last season where they won the state high school basketball tournament, their 19th title all time. Tonight they come together again, this time on the home floor of the Magi. It's a Mandan team that's got plenty of talent, plenty of skill, and a will to win. Minot High, same thing. Minot High's got one of the top players inside of the West region, and Derek Dissett, he's the top player in the West according to points per game. This is a kid that is going on to play at the North Dakota State University next year for the Bison, and a kid that looks to pick up where he left off after the other night, where he set the all-time school record at Minot High School for the most points in a career. Derek Dissett did that the other night on a three-pointer, and Double D etched his name into stone at Minot High as the tops all-time as far as point producers are concerned. He'll look to be big here tonight, averaging just shy of 30 points per ball game. Look for Derek Dissett to be an X-factor tonight. Let's take a look at the standings inside of the state of North Dakota right now on the west side of the state. These standings brought to you here tonight by our friends at Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings, that delicious menu, you know what it's all about. Buffalo Wild Wings in Minot and Bismarck. Looking at the WDA standings right now coming into tonight, Mandan's number 1 inside of the West region. Number 2 in the state media poll, Century's number 2, 9-0 for Century on the season in the conference. That's what Mandan sits at. They're 10-0 overall on the season. Minot at 10-2 overall and 9-2 inside of the West. The 2 losses on the year for Minot come to guess who? Mandan and Century. Those 2 teams have not played yet this year. Century and Mandan still have not matched up yet. Mandan's played everybody else except for Century here on the season. Legacy's at number 4 at 6-4 in the West. Bismarck 6-5 after they lost to Century last night. Jamestown sits number 6. Minot took care of them on Thursday evening here at Magic City Campus's Gymnasium. Dickinson and Dvorak, that crew sits 5-5 right now. They're number 7 inside of conference play. Turtle Mountain's at 5-5. St. Mary's is at 1-10. Williston's at 1-10 as well. And it's Watford City winless on the season inside of conference play. There's a look at the standings tonight, brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. When we come back to our Shields pregame show here tonight, we're going to dive into these numbers just a little bit more as we get geared up and ready for the showdown tonight that features the Mandan Braves and the Minot High Magicians here on the PSP Network. Again, Nick Hulberg, so happy to be on the call with you folks here tonight. Should be a fun one in the Magic City. We'll come back and dive further into these numbers. We'll also talk to both coaches tonight in our Shields pregame show. It all happens in just a few moments.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all.
7, pressure, points, yeah! It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here? That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Through the course of a season, the ups and downs that you experience inside your schedule, and the record reflects it. Minot High's got a pair of losses on the year. One of them comes to the number 2 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, the Mandan Braves. And tonight, these two teams play each other, this time on Minot's home floor at Magic City Campus. Welcome back into our Shields pregame show here tonight. Shields of Minot and Bismarck has everything you need from fishing to fashion, shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, and so much more at Shields of Bismarck and Minot. You can find them online as well at shields.com. Well, this atmosphere is starting to liven up just a bit inside of Magic City Campus's gymnasium. Minot High just got done with a JV victory over Mandan here tonight, and now the varsity boys are going to get up and down the floor here in this showdown. Time to take a look at some of the numbers of this ball game. These numbers presented here tonight by our friends at Hub International Insurance. Contact Hub International Insurance today. Michael Mormon or Josh Cattell at 355-3100. It's Hub International Insurance for your personal and insurance needs. Hub International, located in Bismarck. We'll take care of you anywhere across the great state of North Dakota. Well, let's start with the Magi. Collectively as a team, the number 3 ranked team in North Dakota right now shoots pretty well at 47% from the field compared to the 49% from the field that Mandan shoots coming into tonight's ball game. Minot High averages 87 points per night coming in. It's a Mandan team that averages 78 per night coming into the showdown here tonight that's featured on the PSP Network. Minot High's got a category that they do have an advantage in tonight by 9, and that's the rebounds per game category. 45 rebounds per night for Minot High. They've had their opponents into just 30 rebounds per game coming into the showdown. A and 21 on the plus side for the Magi in the rebounding category. On the other side, Mandan, well, they've been just about par at 36 rebounds for and 36 rebounds given up. They've had 5 less rebounds on the season compared to their opponents coming into tonight. Minot High comes in at 10-2 overall. Mandan at 10-0. 2 losses inside the conference for Minot High. They both came earlier on this year. 1 to Mandan, 1 to Century. It's Mandan that's unbeaten so far here in the 22-23 campaign. They haven't played the Century Patriots yet, but that's right around the corner coming up for Brandon Schaefer's team. Let's look at the numbers and the players to watch for here tonight. Let's look at Mandan first. The visitors on the scoreboard. They're led by Carson Jablonski. 6'1", senior guard, averages 16 per night for the Braves. Hudson Sheldon averages 16 as well. Sheldon, a 6'2" sophomore guard. Jablonski, 6'1", he's a senior. Number 2 in the West region as far as assists are concerned for Jablonski. He'll dish the basketball off. He's not afraid to do that. Neither is Ty Frank, who leads the West region in assists per game. Ty Frank, a 6'1" senior, also puts in 12 points per night on average. 13 three-pointers for Ty on the season. Top 3-point shooter here for Mandan is TJ Brownhunter. He's got 19 of those on the season. He's got the second best 3-point percentage in the West region. It's a Mandan team that went 13-14 last year. It's a team that's made 5 consecutive trips to the state tournament. They've only had 1 win at the state tournament in the opening round in the last 5 years. For Minot High, well, you know what they did last year. They won the state title with a 25-2 mark last season. Team that has more state appearances and more state tournament championships than any other team in the state of North Dakota. They're led by the state's top producer right now in Derek Dissett. North Dakota State Bison commit 28.3 points per night for Derek Dissett. He had a special night the other night here at Magic City Campus's gymnasium. He scored 17, which was enough to give him 4 more than Matt Whitwer all-time as the leading point getter in Minot High School basketball history. 1,370 points for Derek Dissett in his high school career. Morgan Nygaard averages 12 per night for Minot High. 14 for the sophomore Eric Winchesky. Jager Gunville has 13 three-pointers. He averages 10 per night. Grayson Schaefer comes off the bench and averages 4.9. Minot's other starter up front, number 21, Logan Conklin, averaging 8.8 per basketball game. And Conklin had a big-time slam dunk the other night here at Magic City Campus. We might see some more of that here tonight in this showdown as some kids on the floor here this evening have the ability to get up and put the ball down in this showdown. We'll see hopefully some highlights like that here tonight to this WDA matchup here tonight at Magic City Campus's gymnasium. Well, the Braves continue to warm up. Minot High does the same thing. Fans continue to file in here to Magic City Campus's gymnasium tonight for this showdown on the PSP Network. More of the Shields pregame show to come. When we come back, we'll talk to both coaches, Brandon Schaefer and Dean Winchesky, on our Shields pregame show as number 2 and number 3 in the state of North Dakota Lockhorns tonight, right here on the PSP Network.
From Vibeto Orthodontics. Vibeto Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibetoOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibeto Orthodontics.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The best part about... Welcome back to our Shields pregame show. We're now joined by the Mandan Braves head coach, Mr. Brandon Schaefer. You're number 10 for you. How much do you look forward to these matchups tonight when it's number 2 and number 3 on a Saturday night to the Magic City? I mean, this is really kind of what you live for. It has to be.
Absolutely. This is going to be a fun game tonight. Coming to a hostile environment against a well-coached team. Dean's one of the top coaches in the state, and his team, we know they're going to bring it tonight. They play with a lot of energy. They're going to play hard, and we need to make sure we set the tone tonight with our energy.
60-57 the score down in Mandan the last time you played Minot High, and that was when Minot High was unbeaten at the time, ranked number 1 in the state. What do you remember most about that night on the success of Mandan and how you got the win against Minot that night?
No, I thought both teams played extremely hard, and we were down 8 in the first half. Made a run at the 10 the half in the last 4 minutes and took the lead at half, and then same thing, we were down another 8 or 9 with 4 or 5 to play, and the kid just kept battling and battling. We just have no quit in us, and it was just fun to watch us compete and just keep playing. You know, it was a low-scoring game with 2 good defensive teams, and I'm kind of expecting a little bit more points tonight because both teams have a lot of guys that can score the ball.
Yeah, on paper, it looks like it should be a shootout. 78 points per night for Mandan, 87 for Minot coming in. You guys are 10-0 right now on a team that is almost unbeatable inside of the conference and across the state of North Dakota. 5 years in a row, you've made it to the state tournament. This is a year right now. How much do you try to erase the thought from the kids' brains right now of let's not get too far in front of ourselves right now and just play game to game, but knowing that you are the top team, if not one of the top teams, the top team of the state right now?
Yeah, absolutely. We try not to actually talk about the rankings a lot. We told the kids, they went through that with football, and I think they at one point overlooked some teams and didn't play their best. And we got a lot of football guys on our team, and I think they learned some lessons through that successful season they had. And we just say, it's nice to get some recognition, but in its own point, that ranking doesn't mean anything until you hang a banner, and that's our goal: get back to the state tournament. And we've been there now 5 years in a row, and we've only won 1 time in the first round, so we want to start getting back to winning there, but we know just how much of a challenge it is to get back to that state tournament.
Touch on Carson Jablonski and Hudson Sheldon, 2 kids that average 16 for you per night, 2 of the best players in the West region right now. What are these kids like away from the game itself when it's just practice in the bus time? Are they as good there as they are on the floor for games?
It's just not those 2. This whole team, it's just been so enjoyable. It's been such a fun group to work with. At practice and the film room, weights. We did team bonding activity. We went bowling here on Monday of this week, and they're just such a great group to hang around with, and they're so fun. I was just loose and joking around with each other, and I think that's what helps make us as good as we are right now, is just how well the kids are getting along with each other.
Final thing for you, is there one key tonight to take down Minot on their home floor where they're pretty darn tough to beat?
Oh, yeah. We told the guys this is going to be the toughest game of the season for us. And for us to come out victorious tonight, we're definitely going to have to defend. They got guys that can score at every level. And if we can keep the ball out of the middle and then finish possessions with defensive rebounds, I like our chances if we can keep them one and done. If we allow them to get a run and get some offense rebounds and second chance points, that just feeds them, and they play with a lot of energy, and we can't let that energy overwhelm us, and we just got to be composed and play through it, because we know they're going to make some big runs, and hopefully we do too, and it's going to be a fun night.
You graduated from Mandan. You've been coaching at Mandan for 10 years. You already know it. It's hot in here, but look at how much I'm sweating. I bring it up to Dino every night. Like, somebody's got to turn the AC out of this place, but it will be warm in here.
Yeah.
Looking for a great game tonight. Best of luck, and thanks for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Brandon Schaefer, the head coach of the Mandan Braves. When we come back, we'll talk to Dino Winchesky, the head coach of the Magi. Number 2 and number 3 of the State Rumble tonight on the PSP Network. Welcome back to our Shields pregame show. We're now joined by the Minot High head coach, Mr. Dean Winchesky. Saturday night basketball here, Coach. And it's number 2 against number 3 in the state of North Dakota tonight. How much do you look forward to personally for matchups just like this?
Well, these are the games you have to be able to be competitive in. You're going to have to see these teams at the tournament if you're going to accomplish anything. And Mandan's one of those teams. They play extremely hard. I've said for many years.
Welcome back to our Shields pregame show. We're now joined by the Mandan Braves head coach, Mr. Brandon Schaefer. You're number 10 for you. How much do you look forward to these matchups tonight when it's
this game than we did down in Mandan, and they kind of took advantage of some things against us, and we have to execute better, but it's going to be a battle. For us to be successful, we're going to play extremely well.
Carson Jablonski hits a three-pointer at the buzzer down there in Mandan to get the win. Does that add any fuel to the fire tonight, losing that way earlier on this year?
No, it's a loss is a loss, and if you lose by 30 or you lose by 3, they both sting. It's not and to be honest with you, it's really a check to, okay, we got to do stuff better. We have to do this better. We have to execute better. We have to do the little things that we do, more successfully. And they expose some things, and you got to give them credit because they're a hard handle right now.
Minot High is a team that saw Derek Doucette the other night set the all-time school record. Is it fair to say that you and Derek and everybody included are kind of glad that that's out of the way now to move forward from that, maybe?
Well, I don't know. It's one of those things where it was eventually going to happen. I don't know if he thought about it or whatever. And we kept track, so we knew. But a lot of it comes down to we have to play relaxed. We've got too many kids that are worried about stuff they can't control, worrying about being at perfect at times, and instead of just going and playing and enjoying the game. And that's got to be us. We've got kids that aren't playing to their capabilities or doing the things that they're good at because they're worried about this or that or having to, okay, am I supposed to do it? They just got to go play. And if you go out and you put out the best effort you can and you lose, you shake their hands and you say, okay, we go back to work.
2 things for you here. The second to last would be Logan Conklin coming in. 8.8 points per night for him. Do you look for him to give you more offense, or are you satisfied with where he's at defensively and the other elements to his game right now?
Well, it's one of those things where he plays so hard and he rebounds so well. But, yeah, I think Logan is definitely capable of doing a little more, but he's one of those guys that is putting so much pressure on himself to be so successful, and he's such a nice kid that he's hard on himself, and he's got to flush that. There's a saying I heard from a guy that we had come in and speak to us coaches. Mitch brought in a guy that used to actually coach at our Redeemers and is down as the strength or the mental coach down in Nebraska for volleyball, and literally says, if you wouldn't say your teammates, don't say it to yourself. But how many kids beat themselves up? How many, that's horrible, I'm bad at this. You got to have positive self-talk. You got to be able to understand that you're competing, not always against the person. You're competing against yourself, because a lot of it is how are we limiting our ability to be successful, and he's one of those guys that wants to do so well that he's hard on himself, and he just has to relax and go play.
Great lesson in life right there as well. Final thing for you, is there one key tonight here against Mandan if you guys want to come out on top?
We got to play with we got to match their energy. If we don't, we're gonna have a hard time.
The heat's on again in here tonight. I'm sweating again.
It doesn't matter. That's what us fat guys do. I notice I'm throwing myself in there. It cuts down here. They don't see the bottom half. So
I appreciate you, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you.
That's Dean Winchesky, the head coach of the Magi. We'll come back and get set and ready for the opening tip-off tonight. The official introductions from Eric Schaefer. It's Mandan against Minot here on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Legacy Financial Partners, the Bone and Joint Center, Ask Fitness, Thompson Larson Funeral Home, First Choice Physical Therapy, The Hoopster, KX News, Century Eyewear, 701 Realty, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Qdoba, Jersey Mike's Subs, Nathan Stremick Signal Realty, Eyes on Burdick, Chuppy Health, Subway, the Beaupre Law Firm, Minot's Finest Collision Center, State Farm Paul Siebert, Minot Hockey Boosters, Prestwich Orthodontics, Hub International, the UPS Store, Planet Pizza, Northern Plains Heating and Air, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Ackerman S. Fold, Premier Chiropractic, Vibeto Orthodontics, Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Jerome's Collision Center, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, Sport Clips, Shots Crossroads, Planning Team Financial Advisors, ServPro, BNC National Bank, Shields. Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
I wasn't really thinking about the shots, honestly. It's just the shots came to me. Derek and Eric especially had some great drives, which led to some great picks. Shout out to them. It feels good.
For you to come out here from a defensive effort against Eagle staff, you're way smaller than him. Obviously, how did you get yourself pumped up for that?
Well, Coach has a thing that says height doesn't measure heart, and I strongly believe in that. I got the heart, and it doesn't matter if I got the height or not.
That line. Good luck next week.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, great job. I don't have the height, but I got the heart. That was a pretty cool sign right there by Jagger Gunville. Back up to you guys.
Yes, and now.
Buckle up tight on a Saturday night. We get set and ready for North Dakota high school hoops on the PSP Network. And boy, do we have a fun one lined up for you folks here tonight. It's Mandan, number 2 in the state of North Dakota for boys high school basketball, taking on number 3 Minot High. Welcome back into our Shields pregame show tonight. Official introductions of the Minot High cheerleaders take place here at the Magic City campus gym. And Loyal and True, the school song, now plays on here at Minot High as we get set and ready for the showdown tonight on the PSP Network. It is our Shields pregame show. Tonight, Shields of Minot and Bismarck. They offer clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions. You name it, from fishing to fashion. Shields is dedicated to offering you the best retail experience. Shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and so much more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Well, a good atmosphere in here already tonight as we're 4 minutes away from sending it down to the floor to Eric Schaefer for the official introductions here tonight. Well, we've got some time. Let's take a look at the most recent media poll in the state of North Dakota. The Class A boys and girls media poll came out earlier on this week. Here's a look at that media poll. In the girls' world, it's Century at number 1, Red River at number 2. Davies at number 3. Minot sits at number 4. They had a win last night as Minot High got the victory. Maggie Fricky, congratulations to the freshman. She set the Minot High record for the most points in a single game last night. She scored 35 for the Magents in the victory last night over Mandan. Legacy sits in the top 5. They drop from number 3 down to number 5. Davies moves up from 5 to 3 here this week. In boys basketball, Century's number 1, Mandan number 2. Those two teams have not met yet this season. When they do, I tell you what, that will be a dogfight. Minot sits number 3 right now at 9-2. They've been in that 3 spot a few weeks now. Davies at number 4. That's Manson's team, followed by Red River at 7-3. They're number 5 for the second week in a row. Jobbers Moving and Storage and Ackerman Asphalt bring you tonight's Class A basketball polls. While we talked about the standings inside of the conference coming into tonight's showdown, the other games tonight taking place in Class A basketball. Watford City's at Dickinson, Turtle Mountains at Devil's Lake, and Mandan here in Minot. Another look at those standings presented by Buffalo Wild Wings tonight. Mandan, Century, and Minot, Legacy, Bismarck, and Jamestown, the top 6 out of 11 inside of the conference coming into tonight's showdown. Well, we've got some great news on the PSP Network. You ready for this? PSP Network will be bringing you every game of the WDA basketball tournament again this year. It was stamped, sealed, and delivered earlier on this week. The High School Activities Association approved the purchase of those broadcast rights by the PSP Network to get the game onto the air. Not just one game, every game, 22 of them from the WDA basketball tournament. Boys and girls will have every game coming your way on the PSP Network. More than happy to field your phone calls on Monday morning. If you'd like to help sponsor that event, there is premier sponsorship available for the WDA basketball tournament coming up right around the corner. PSP Network will have every game March 2nd through 4th at the Bismarck Event Center down to the capital city. It's going to be a rowdy time as the WDA basketball tournament returns to the PSP Network. Time to take a look at tonight's Keys to the Game. Keys to the Game delivered tonight by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. No other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online, northern-plains.com. For Minot High here tonight, my big key, they need to execute here tonight. Talked about the little things earlier on this week. Tonight, those little things will include the execution of the plays, and their shooting percentage needs to be high here tonight against the stingy Mandan team. The Braves, they need to silence the crowd. They need some big-time plays here tonight, some big three-pointers and such to calm the Minot crowd down. This is a hostile place to play, and tonight it will be no different as Mandan and Minot come together. Final break on the Shields pregame show, then we'll come back with our national anthem and then send it down to Eric Schaefer for the official introductions. High school hoops tonight on the PSP Network. You're locked into the right one. Number 2 and number 3 in the state of North Dakota. It's just about time to get it on tonight at the Magic City Campus Gym. God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. All right, let's send it down to Eric Schaefer, the voice of Minot High and the voice of the Magi for tonight's official introductions.
The Mandan Braves. Starting at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 2, Tyson Jablonski. At guard, a 6'2" sophomore, number 3, Hudson Sheldon. At forward, a 6'2" junior, number 10, Rustin Medenwall. At forward, a 6'1" senior, number 14, Shirai Frank. And at forward, a 6'1" senior, number 24, Matt Runninggay. The Braves are coached by Brandon Schaefer, assisted by Brent Schaefer, Jeff West, and Jake Kincaid. And now, let's say hi.
official introductions tonight from the man, Eric Schaefer, the voice of the Magi. And if that doesn't fire you up tonight, I'm not exactly sure what will. That's got me fired up and ready here tonight. Let's take a look at those starting lineups on the screen. Starting with the Mandan Braves here tonight. They go this way. Jablonski, Sheldon, Mendenwald, Frank, and Muttengay. Brandon Schaefer, year number 10, is the head coach of the Mandan Braves. Minot High starts like this. Same lineup they've had all year. Nygaard, Descent, Winchesky, Conklin, and Gunville. Dean Winchesky in year number 15. 6 state titles for the man in the middle of that huddle right there. Dean Winchesky. It's going to be a big one here tonight. Just about set and ready for the showdown on the PSP network. Folks, I hope you're strapped in tight. This could be a real fun one here tonight. Let's put a cap on our Shields pregame show here tonight. Shields of Minot and Bismarck has everything you need, from fishing to fashion, you name it. Shields offers every sporting good underneath the sun. Footwear and fashion as well at Shields, Minot and Bismarck. Minot's in white tonight. Mandan's in black. It's 2 against 3 in the state of North Dakota. Nick Hulberg on the call tonight. Thanks for joining us. We are underway from the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Minot High wins the first tip of the ball game. Comes away to the near side now for Gunville. He's got it here. Goes back around the perimeter over to Conklin. Inside to Derek Descent. Descent posted up there. Goes back up top. Gunville's way deep. This one in for a 3, and Gunville buries it from downtown. First 3 points of the ball game belong to the Magi, and it's Gunville that picks up 3-pointer number 14 on the season. Braves go to work with it inside. Try Frank's got it here. Stud on the football field. Sends it inside, up off the glass. Rustin Mendenwald's got his first 2 points. Back and forth we're going to go here tonight. These two teams can get up and down the floor. We talked about that earlier on in the coach's corner here tonight. Derek Descent, the leak in. Descent's off the window, and Derek Descent's got his first 2 of the ball game. Brandon Schaefer, the head coach of Mandan, talking about how this would be the toughest game of the season. On the road in Minot. Hostile environment against a good basketball team, the defending state champions. Off the window for Gunville, no good. Ball's going to be pulled down. Here come the Braves up to Jablonski. Lead pass went off of Winchesky last, and it will be Mandan basketball. They're going to inbound on the Minot High side of the floor, just in front of Minot High cheerleaders here tonight. Carson Jablonski sends the ball into play. He was named the Senior Athlete of the Year for high school football in North Dakota. Swish for Hudson Sheldon. He buries from downtown. And Mandan ties it at 5-5 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Here's Derek Descent inside. Makes the move. Step through. He went up for the shot, but he's fouled on the play. The North Dakota State Bison commit will go to the Serpro free throw line for the first time here tonight. And Mendenwald's going to pick up his first personal. First team foul. Todd Hoffman with Brian Offorth here tonight are the officials. It's Paul Mellum in charge of the officials here tonight. Mellum, Hoffman, and Offorth, 3 that certainly know what they're doing inside of the basketball world for officials. Derek Descent's got 4 in the ball game. He goes 2 for 2 from the Serpro free throw line early on here tonight. Minot leads 7-5 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Jablonski inside. Jablonski looks back up top. Faking the shot there was Try Frank. He's in the paint. Looks for the outlet. Frank kicks it back up. Goes down to Mendenwald. Mendenwald denied. Derek Descent got up and blocked him underneath. Mendenwald's open again. Kicks it back up top now for Muttengay. Muttengay's got it with 7 on the shot clock, but he's going to be charged with the offensive foul as Muttengay had too much muscle there. Stepped through and the feet were planted from the Minot High defender. 2 team fouls here on Mandan, none on Minot High. And the Magi will inbound the basketball here with Gunville off Derek Winchesky. First half of basketball tonight brought to you by our friends at Planet Pizza. Proudly serving the region with best laser tag and pizza in the Magic City for 25 years. If you haven't tried that Blue Buffalo pizza, I'm telling you, you are missing out. Derek Descent goes up for the shot. He's going to be fouled. Derek's going to go back to the Serpro free throw line and shoot, says Todd Hoffman. Rustin Mendenwald's got his second personal. Third team foul here on Mandan. Derek Dissett, the Bison commit, goes back to the free throw line for the second time here tonight. Derek Dissett, 3 for 3. He shoots 69% from the free throw stripe on the season. Bedwall's going to check out of the ball game. In comes TJ Brownotter here for the Mandan Braves. That one bounces around for Dissett, missed it. And now we're going to have foul coming here on Minot High's Logan Conklin. Conklin's first personal. First team foul on Minot High here tonight. Yeah, I'm telling you, that Planet Pizza really is out of this world. 701-852-1700. You can order now. They will deliver to you. Planet Pizza. 25 years in the Magic City. Homegrown pizza shops around for 25 years. You know they're doing something special. Ball's turned over inside. Conklin took it away. Conklin tried to go off to the set. We go back the other way. Jablonski wide open, lays it up and in. Carson Jablonski has his first 2 points of the game. Derek Dissett crashes in, and Dissett's fouled, and he's going to go back to the Serve Pro free throw line. Serve Pro, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technologies for fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Here's Derek Dissett, the all-time leading scorer at Minot High School. 4 for 5 now from the Serve Pro free throw stripe here tonight. And Derek Dissett's got a chance at another one coming here. It's up, bounces around, and it's in. And double D's on the board with 7 points early. And Minot leads 10-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 10-0 Mandan has been impressive on this season. They've got athletes. Their football team was star-studded. One of the better football seasons they've had in a while. Brownotter for 3, no good. That one missed. TJ Brownotter, by the way, number 2 in the WDA as far as points scored from behind that three-point line on the season. And his three-point percentage, which floats at 51%. Travel the violation on Minot High. Mandan will get the ball back. Mandan had the opportunity in the state football playoffs for AA football this year. They ran into Fargo Shanley, and Shanley beat them. In my opinion, that was the state title game. Those were the 2 best teams in my mind. And it was Shanley that had the upper hand that night. Down in Mandan. Ball's taken away here by Jablonski. Jablonski goes up the floor with it. Carson Jablonski now sets it up here. Jablonski gives it off now to Brownotter. Brownotter kicks it over now to Sheldon. Sheldon down to the corner where it goes for try Frank up top. Brownotter's got it. Frank now to the elbow. Frank's going to bring his way in. Looks for the outlet here. Goes up top. Brownotter down to the corner. Shot clock's at 7. Mandan's got to hurry. Comes down to try Frank. 3 seconds. Now 2. Jablonski up top. Here's the violation. No, they don't get the shot off. It is a violation. Minot gets the ball. Well, that brings the Minot High faithful to volume here tonight. As the shot clock violation on Mandan will give Minot High the free pass here, leading 10-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Take a good look there at Brandon Schaefer, the head coach of the Mandan Braves. He graduated from Mandan in 2004, playing for the Braves. Went on to play at Mayville State University. He's been the head coach for 10 seasons at Mandan. Grayson Schaefer's into the ball game. It's going to be a foul charged inside here. And it's on number 32, Briley Bearstail, his first personal. Bearstail's first personal, 15 foul. Brings the ball down to Derek Dissett, inbound underneath the rack here. Dissett throws it in. Eric Wincheski up top down to Schaefer. Schaefer up top, comes here down to Wincheski, down low again. Around the horn they go now with Wincheski. He's going to be stripped for a second. Wincheski gets it back. Dissett in the corner. 3 ball. You betcha. Derek Dissett from downtown. 13-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot leads. 13:09 to play here in the first half. Nick Hulberg on the call tonight here from the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Sure appreciate you all joining us here tonight on the PSP Network. Morgan Nygaard charged with the foul. That's going to be Nygaard's first. And Jablonski will inbound the basketball here for Mandan. Reinke checks in for Minot High. Wincheski checks out. And Jablonski will throw it in here for the Braves. Jablonski sends it up top, got it off to Hudson Sheldon. Nygaard's first personal, by the way, only the second team foul on Minot here tonight. At the brick, put up. That one's going to go in, but it's going to be an offensive. And the offensive is charged on Hudson Sheldon. That's his first personal. 6 team fouls on Mandan early on in this ball game. And Minot will get the ball, leading 13-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 12:40 to tick away first half. Up top for Ranke. Ranke goes off to Nygaard. Nygaard's into the paint. Now he goes over to Ranke in the corner. Ranke unloads. 3. He nailed it. Ranke from downtown, and Keaton Ranke's got himself a 3-pointer. Mandan wants to talk it over. Minot leads 16-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
Tonight's ball game on the BNC National Bank scoreboard reads 16-7. Minot on top. BSP Network proud to bring you high school hoops tonight. To BNC National Bank, proud to support BSP's mission of supporting and promoting local athletes. Big thanks to BNC National Bank. Locations in locations in North Dakota and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today, bnc.bank. Well, you took a good look at the Mandan timeout with Brandon Schaefer, the head coach of the Braves. Mandan trailing 16-7 right now here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. They working around here now with Sheldon. Goes back over to Muddengate. Muddengate up top, Sheldon to Jablonski. Look at his speed, goes up off the window, just missed. Taken down here by Nygaard, brings it ahead for Ranke. He's got a 3-pointer here tonight. This is Helm up top. He had 9 points the other night. Now Schaefer from 3 land. Oh, nothing but net. Schaefer buries from downtown. And Minot leads 19-7. Got a little rivalry between these two teams. Going to be a hard-nosed basketball game here tonight. Jablonski in the paint. The bigs got up and intercepted there. It was Schaefer along with Derek Dissent on that play. Here's Double D back behind the back. Off to Schaefer. Comes down to Helm. Inside. Derek Dissent spin move. Looks for the outlet. Finds it. Ranke's all alone underneath. And Ranke puts it in. Ranke's got 5 and Minot leads 21-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Manjire rolling right now. Mandan trying to stop the bleeding here in this early portion of the ball game. 21-7, Minot's on top. They've led from the start here tonight. Foul charged on Helm. Derek Dissent checks out along with Helm. Nygaard checks out as well, so a whole crop of new players into the ball game. Also checking out, Carson Jablonski comes out for Mandan. Into Muddengate, comes back here now to try Frank. Into the ball game, here is Riley Bearstail. Muddengate's got it. Muddengate looking for the outlet, finds it, it's Frank, and try Frank's got it here. Frank sends it down low, up off the window, and 2 points for Hudson Sheldon. Sheldon's got 5. And Mandan tried to cut into this Minot High lead. Now Schaefer goes in. Schaefer crashes the boards. He scored. 5 for Grayson Schaefer. 23-9. Minot leads. Minot's been almost unbeatable when they lead at half. Minot's a basketball team that coming into the showdown here tonight. If they lead at halftime, they're 9-0 on the season. Mandan in their 10 games on the season, when they trail at halftime, they're still 1-0. They've only done that one time. The other 9, they've led at halftime. Ball's going to be taken here by the Braves. This one off the window again. Nice little step-through move, and Hudson Sheldon averaging 16 per night. He's getting going here. He's got 7 back-to-back points for Sheldon, the sophomore guard. Comes down to Schaefer, sends it in and lays it off the window and in. And the sophomore on the other side puts the score to 25 here for the Magi. Mandan with possession of the ball. Sheldon's got it. Sheldon, little dribble drive move in against Gunville, rolled around. He's fouled on the play. So we'll see our first trip here for Mandan to the charity stripe tonight. Foul's going to be charged on Jager Gunville. Gunville's first personal, 4th team foul. Sheldon to the Serve Pro free throw stripe for the first time here tonight. How about that Minot High student section? Just ruthless all over him. And Sheldon, cold as ice, he just goes up and buries the first. Derek Dissett back into the ball game. Reiki comes out. Minot High student section dressed up in Hawaiian gear here tonight. That one bounces off the front of the rim and then in, and Hudson Sheldon. He's got all but 2 points that Mandan has scored here so far in the ball game. 11 for him. I'm sorry, he's got 9. Mendenwald's got 2, and so does Jablonski. Comes back to Derek Dissett. He's going to dribble drive into the paint. Little jump shot. Derek Dissett's up with another one, and Derek Dissett continuing to tear here tonight. Minot High at 27-13, they lead. Muddengate, jump shot, other side, Air Jordan style, and Muddengate's got his first points of the ball game. A kid that averages 9 coming in. Winchesky down low, Conklin underneath the window. Oh, he had too much on it, he missed. Frank out with the rebound, and Frank brings it across the timeline. Frank tried to send it in deep to Jablonski, too much on it. And Minot will get the ball back on the Mandan turnover. Nygaard checks in. Schaefer's going to check out here for Minot. Dean Winchesky had some words there for Schaefer. Winchesky's got it now. He brings it across down to Nygaard. Goes over down to Gunville. This is Derek Dissett going to work. Nygaard's open for 3. Nygaard off the mark. Rebound for Jablonski, and Jablonski's got it here. Carson Jablonski across the timeline. All-state, all-West region football selection, senior athlete of the year in high school football. He's going to have some options when it comes to college. Not only in football, but I would have to assume basketball as well. But Derek Dissett goes up and slams the door on him. Here's Double D, goes up. Oh, my goodness. Slamma-jamma for Derek Dissett. He goes up and puts an exclamation point on that slam dunk tonight. Another one here for the Magi. Winchesky goes up and lays it in. Back-to-back points for the Magi. Dissett with the slamma-jamma, and Eric Winchesky with the 2-pointer. 31-15, Minot to the driver's seat. Well, it was the other night that Derek Dissett said it was personal coming into tonight, trying to get the victory over Mandan. Talking about that loss earlier on in the season. No love lost between these teams. Travel on Gunville. And the ball goes back to Mandan here. Well, Derek Dissett comes up and stamps home the biggest dunk we've seen in the Minot High gym in a while here. The two-handed slam. He hung on the rim for a minute. That brought the place to volume. 31-15, Minot leads. Mandan works it around the perimeter here with Hudson Sheldon. Sheldon off to Jablonski. Jablonski's dad played basketball at the University of Mary. It's in the bloodlines without a doubt. Ball's taken away here by the Magi. Helms got it. Up ahead, Conklin. Conklin waits underneath, and Conklin, oh, he's denied. Hudson Sheldon came up, and Sheldon smacked it out of there like a mosquito in the summertime in North Dakota, and Conklin had the opportunity, but Sheldon said nope. Minot will get the ball back here with Derek Dissett. Up top now for Nygaard. Big block there for Sheldon. Comes away down to Derek Dissett here. Down low, wide open. Nygaard on an island by himself, and Morgan Nygaard's got his first 2 points of the ball game. 33-15, Magi leading on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It is hot in here tonight. Magic City Campus Gym, they didn't turn the heat down for the affair here this evening. Just the way Dino Wincheski likes it for these showdowns in WDA basketball. Getting up and down the floor tonight, both teams. Minot's got a healthy lead early on. Helm tried to throw up a prayer there. He missed. Board pulled down here by Sheldon, and Sheldon brings it across. Sheldon through the legs. Now he turns back, jump shot. Sheldon, oh, that was beautiful. Sheldon's up and in. He's leading Mandan here tonight. He's got 11 so far in the ballgame. Off the window for Morgan Nygaard. He goes up and scores. Mandan wants to call a timeout and talk things over. Minot High will do the same thing after Morgan Nygaard with back-to-back buckets for the Magi. Has them on top 35-17. Doubling up the Braves early out of this one. 6:31 left in our first half of basketball.
Fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, you'll take a look at this replay coming up here of Derek Dissett going up for the slamma jamma coming up in just a moment. Here's this play coming from Dissett, putting the exclamation on the slam dunk. Big time jam from Derek Dissett here tonight. Mandan's got possession now. They have it with a deep three coming from Sheldon. He's off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Helm. He goes off to Schaefer, and Schaefer brings it ahead. Now Nygaard, back-to-back points for Morgan Nygaard. Trying to go up top for Schaefer, finds him. Helm's got it. Helm dribble drive into the paint. He's going to lose a handle on the basketball. That was because it went off of a Mandan player and on a play. Saturday night isn't always the most popular night for high school hoops in the state of North Dakota, but for the Magi of the year, they're 1-0 on Saturdays. They played on New Year's Eve when they took on Legacy at Legacy. Mandan's had a few more Saturday games. They're 2-0 on the weekend. Here's a shot for three, no good. Helm with the rebound after Schaefer missed. Oh no, Helm went down. The foot came out there from Medenwald. Medenwald's going to pick up foul number 3 here on Rustin Medenwald. Medenwald in foul trouble early on here tonight. And that's going to bring Riley Bearstail back into the ball game. Medenwald's going to come out. He's frustrated after that. That will send Helm to the charity stripe here. Nothing but net from the Serve Pro free throw line there for Helm. His first points of the night. Second chance coming here. Serve Pro 24/7 emergency service. Trained technicians at Serve Pro. Helm, second one, had too much muscle on it. He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Mandan's down with the board with time. Try Frank, and Try Frank brings it across the timeline. Try dishes off over to Hudson Sheldon. Sheldon's got it here, back over to Jablonski. Jablonski spin move onto his left side, kicks it back up top. Sheldon, far side. This one off the mark there for Bearstail. Out with it comes Ranke, and Ranke's got it here. Ranke up now to Conklin. Conklin into the Minot High offensive territory. Conklin into the paint, steps through, puts it up, had too much on that one. Down with it comes Sheldon. Sheldon goes back behind the back and now looks for his offense to get set. Taken here by Muddengate. Goes up top again now away from Try Frank, and Try Frank's got it. Goes back over to Muddengate on the far side outside the umbrella. Now a step through. How about that play? Muddengate puts it out the window. He scored. 4 points for Muddengate in the ballgame. Minot still leading on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Underneath is Ranke. He goes up after it. Ranke underneath. Comes away down to Conklin. Dished out. Helms open. 3 land off the mark. Jablonski went up with it. And Jablonski brings it back across. He's going to slow it up just a bit here. Carson Jablonski, the 6'1" senior guard here for Mandan. Comes away now here for Mandan Braves. Muttengay, he goes into the paint. Sends it over to the far sidelines. Look on over there. Sheldon's got it. Sheldon makes a move. Look out. That's going to be a blocking foul on Conklin. As Sheldon ran towards the Minot High hoop. Sorry, make that on. That was on Conklin. Conklin's got 2 here in the ball game. 5 team fouls on Minot High. 7 on Mandan early on here in the showdown. 4:15 to play in the first half. Minot's in the bonus. Mandan not quite yet. Jablonski sends it in. Brown on her. Worked it back up top. Sheldon. Back to Jablonski. His speed is impressive. Lays it off the window. Just missed. Comes back away now to Jablonski. He had a steal there, and Jablonski brings it back down to Bear's Tail off of the corner. 3 attempt coming. Switch. Devin Church buries from downtown. Church into the ball game, and he's got his first points of the night. Then Winchesky had too much on it. And the Mandan Braves starting to heat up just a bit here. They go back down to Jablonski. Jablonski's in off the window. Carson Jablonski scored. 36-24. Here comes Derek Dissent. He goes off the window, and he's going to be fouled on the play. Church puts his arms up right away, saying, what do we do here? Todd Hoffman having a conversation now with Brandon Schaefer, the head coach of the Mandan Braves. He didn't like that call. Sends Derek Dissent back to the charity stripe, but Derek Dissent's got a shot coming from the Serve Pro free throw stripe. And Dissent nets that one. He's only missed 1 time on 7 opportunities from the Serve Pro line here tonight. Derek Dissent leading the Magi at all scorers in the ball game. He and Sheldon are the ones that have put in the most buckets so far. Dissent's second one no good, but thereafter it, Kaiser came in. Kaiser had it for just a moment, but it's Mandan and Sheldon that has it here. Up top now it comes here for Church. Delivered off, comes to Brown on her. He goes back over to the corner, threw it to Sheldon, went right through his fingertips. And on the play. 5-0 their last 5, 10-0 in the last 10 for Mandan. They're 10-0, simple math for you there. The Magi at 10-2 have gone 8-2 in their last 10 and 4-1 in their last 5 coming into tonight's matchup. They lost on Tuesday night to Century here at Magic City Campus Gymnasium. That was a 76-67 defeat at the hands of Mattern Century Patriots. Derek Dissent from downtown hit the front of the rim. Gunville in after the rebound. Gunville's got it. Gunville goes back over to Dissent now. Winchesky unloads for 3. He nailed it. Eric Winchesky's first 3-pointer. 5 threes tonight for the Magi, and they lead 40-24 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Look out, here comes the big man. Derek Dissent goes up, off the window, lays it in, he scored, and he's fouled. Devin Church, second personal. 9th team foul here on Mandan. Full timeout coming here as the Magi want to talk things over. When we come back, Derek Dissent's going to go to the Serve Pro free throw line. Minot leads 42-24 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
"17 points tonight for Derek Dissent for Minot High, leading all scorers in the ball game right now. And Double D will go back to the Serve Pro free throw line here in just a moment with a chance here for Minot High from the Serve Pro line. Take a good look at Dean Winchesky there. He called the timeout before Derek Dissett went to shoot. He'll have a conversation now with Brian Offworth. The North Dakota State Bison commit to the free throw line here tonight. Matt Whitwer gave him a call after Matt Whitwer's record was broken the other night by Derek Dissett. All-time leading scorer at Minot High, Matt Whitwer, living out in San Jose. That record stood for 20 seasons. Whitwer called Derek Dissett after the ball game. They talked for about 15 minutes just about basketball and life in general. Pretty awesome tribute there to Derek Dissett from the old all-time leading scorer at Minot High, Matt Whitwer. Bungay off the rim. Comes down to Winchesky, and Winchesky throws it up. Derek Dissett underneath. Oh, he puts it off the window and scored. 19 now for Dissett, making 20 for Derek Dissett here in the ballgame. 45-24, under 2 to play here in this first half. Try Frank with it. Frank throws it up, bounced around. Try Frank scores, and Try Frank's into the book for the first time here tonight. Meanwhile, Dissett, other end, missed it. After the rebound on the far side, there's going to be a foul coming here. And that foul is going to be charged on Devin Church, I believe. Well, Todd Hoffman's getting quite an earful here coming from the Mandan faithful that join us here tonight as those two kids went after the basketball. Jack Kaiser goes to the free throw line for the chance here to put Minot High up by 20. Kaiser missed on his first opportunity. Well, the crew that's on the floor here tonight, including Todd Hoffman, gentleman here at the bottom of your screen, and that gentleman right there, he's been selected for state tournaments, one of the better in the entire region here, especially in the north central part of the state of North Dakota. Todd's done a great job with the officiating duties that he's had for so many years. Deep three coming there. That one off the mark for Frank. Minot leads by 20 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Kicked off corner. Brownotter downtown, and TJ Brownotter hits his 20th three-pointer of the season. Kaiser up top. Nygaard off to Gunville. Dish down low. In between the legs for Derek Dissett. Now Kaiser dishes for three. That one no good. Rebound pulled down for Sheldon. We're down to 1:05 to play in the first half. Minot's commanded this ball game from the start here tonight, but still another half to play. And Mandan at 10-0 on the season. You know that they're going to have some changes coming in the locker room after this first half. Brownotter trying to get going for three. Just missed that one off the mark. Up after it. Winchesky took it for Bungay. Uh-oh, then there's a collision there. Jablonski got together with Winchesky. And the foul will be on Carson Jablonski, his first personal. 10 team fouls here on Mandan in the first half. And it's the Magicians that, from the free throw line coming into tonight, shooting 64%, have capitalized on the opportunity from the free throw line here tonight. 7 for 8 for Dissett from the free throw line alone here tonight. Kaiser 1 for 2, and now it's Eric Winchesky that steps up to the line, the sophomore. Winchesky, that's his first from the free throw line. Winchesky shooting 64% from the free throw stripe on the season. Eric Winchesky's second shot coming here. And he gets them both. Averaging 14 per night for the Magi. He's been good defensively as well on the season, Winchesky has. Ball's going to be tossed away. It was touched last by Minot High. So it's Mandan basketball back underneath the Minot High hoop. Jablonski sends it in. Sheldon guarded by Dissett. Sheldon spins it through, went off the front of the rim, gets his own rebound, he puts it up, he scored. Good contest for Sheldon. 13 for him here in the first half. Shot clock is off. 16 seconds to play here first half. Derek Dissett's got it up top. Dean Winchesky calls out the shot, goes back up now to Winchesky. This is Eric Wincheski here. Dean, the head coach, about it high. Wincheski, a runner in the lane, comes out to Derek Descent, goes out the window and scores. And we're through one half of basketball here tonight at the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. And Minot High's got themselves the lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. And Derek Descent's got a game high right now. He's over 20 in this first half of basketball. Let's move to our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. We'll come back. We'll break down the first half of action here on the PSP Network. Minot leads at the break 50-31.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Legacy Financial Partners, the Bone and Joint Center, Ask Fitness, Thompson Larson Funeral Home, First Choice Physical Therapy, The Hoopster, KX News, Century Eyewear, 701 Realty, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Qdoba, Jersey Mike's Subs, Nathan Stremick Signal Realty, Eyes on Burdick, Chuppy Health, Subway, the Beaupre Law Firm, Minot's Finest Collision Center, State Farm Paul Siebert, Minot Hockey Boosters, Prestwich Orthodontics, Hub International, the UPS Store, Planet Pizza, Northern Plains Heating and Air, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Ackerman Esvold, Premier Chiropractic, Vibeto Orthodontics, Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Jerome's Collision Center, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, Sport Clips, Shots Crossroads, Planning Team Financial Advisors, ServPro, PNC National Bank. Shields. Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
One half complete. And on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, it's Minot that leads Mandan 50-31. Welcome into our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. Premier Chiropractic focused on improving the overall health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. You can find Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, and Dr. Becky Perry-Dobries at Premier Chiropractic ND.com. It is our family's choice for chiropractic care in the Magic City. Our little guy, Ike Hulberg, he absolutely loves Dr. Becky Perry-Dobries. Big fan of Kirk Mason. Their wife likes Cody Haugen. Premier Chiropractic ND.com. Nick Hulberg here for our halftime report, brought to you by Premier Chiropractic on the PSP Network. And this one's been a fun one here tonight in a showdown between 10-0 Mandan and 10-2 Minot High. And it's been one that has featured Minot High's top point getter, the top point getter in the West region, unloading in the first half. He had 22 points in the first half of basketball. And Derek Descent is moving and grooving here tonight. He leads all scorers. Let's take a look at the scoring in the first half. Start with Mandan. Mandan led in scoring by Hudson Sheldon. According to my count, he had 13 in the first half. Next closest for Mandan was Carson Jablonski with 4. Muddengay had 4 as well. 2 for Tri Frank, 3 for Church, 2 for Rustin Medenwald, 3 for Brownotter, and 4 for Jablonski, as mentioned. Mandan went 2 for 2 from the free throw line. They had 7 players into the scorebook for scoring. They hit 3 3-pointers, and they get to 31 in the first half of basketball. Minot, on the other hand, well, they went 8 for 10 from the free throw line, and there's only 2 guys that shot free throws in that first half of basketball. 3 players shot free throws in that first half. Eric Winchesky, Derek Descent, and Jack Kaiser. And right now, Descent's got 22 points here tonight to this ball game, 7 of which come from behind the Serve Pro free throw line tonight. Next in line for Minot, 7 for Winchesky, 5 for Ranke, 3 for Jager Gunville, 7 for Grayson Schaefer, 1 for Helm, 1 for Kaiser, and 4 for Morgan Nygaard. 5 3-pointers for the Magi in the first half. 7 players are in the books, and Minot leads 50-31 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Again, we've got some great news on the PSP Network coming your way that needs to be released here tonight. Official release coming up this week, but you get to hear it here first tonight. WDA basketball. And that basketball tournament in Bismarck comes back to the PSP Network. Our talented staff of Todd Domries, Scott Woodmansey, Chuck Claremont, Cole Higland, Joe Cattell, and the others that help out on the PSP Network. We are excited to bring you the WDA basketball tournament March 2nd through the 4th, live at the Bismarck Event Center. You can watch every game live for free of charge on the PSP Network. Excited to be bringing that your way here this year in 2023. Well, both teams are coming back to the floor now. Mandan comes out. Minot's already out and getting warmed up and ready. We'll take another break here on our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. We'll come back. We'll inbound the ball for the second half. Minot's got themselves a good cushion here in this ball game. They lead by 19 at the break.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability. For all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs, your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
I wasn't really thinking about the shots, honestly. It's just the shots came to me. Derek and Eric especially had some great drives, which led to some great picks. Shout out to them. It feels good.
to come out here from a defensive effort against Eagle Staff. I mean, you're way smaller than him. Obviously, I mean, how did you get yourself pumped up for that?
Well, you know, Coach has a thing that says height doesn't measure heart, and I strongly believe in that. You know, I got the heart, and it doesn't matter if I got the height or not.
Love that line. Good luck next week.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, great job. I don't have the height, but I got the heart. That was a pretty cool sign right there by Jagger Gunville. Back up to you guys.
Yes, and now. Well, the halftime comes to a close here as the balls get put back on the rack and we get set ready for our second half of basketball here on the PSP Network. Second half tonight brought to you by our friends at Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online, northern-plains.com. Jersey Mike Subs is a sub above. They're located on North Broadway in Minot. They bring you the player of the week each and every week on the PSP Network. Congratulations this week, Peyton Russell from Minot High Girls High School Wrestling is our player of the week on the PSP Network. Brought to you by Jersey Mike Subs. Again, Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Hub International brings you the second half tonight as well. Hub International, call today for all your personal and business insurance needs. Hub International, where you can find Michael Borman or Josh Cattell, 355-3100. It's Hub International Insurance. If you're just joining us tonight, Minot's in white, Mandan's in black. The Magi have a 19-point lead at the break, 50-31 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We're underway from the second as Conklin's got it here. Jump shot from Logan Conklin missed. Saved by Descent, then Descent fired it off the ankles there of Muddengay. That one went back into the Minot High student section, so Minot High gets the ball back underneath the Mandan hoop. Derek Descent leading all scorers in the first half. He had 22 in the first. Goes inside now here to Derek Descent. He lost a handle on the basketball. Who touched it last? We're going to say it was off of Mandan. Planet Pizza brings you the second half tonight as well. Planet Pizza, 852-1700. Planet Pizza, the area's ultimate party location. Best pizza in town, Planet Pizza. Wojcicki put up the shot. Conklin got the rebound. Then Descent wide open underneath. And Derek Descent goes up and scores. And Descent's got 24 here in the ballgame. Off to North Dakota State University next year to play for the Bison. An all-state, all-West region player. Side of the rim, Frank. Missed it there. Descent's got it. Now Derek Descent takes it. Derek Descent's going to bring it across the timeline. One-on-one against Muddengay. And Descent just carries it in. Descent just goes right down and scores. And Derek Descent's up and in with two more. He's got 26 in the ballgame. Talked about Minot leading at the half and how they're 8-0 when leading at halftime on the season. There's a shot coming. Will they count that for Muddengay? They should, as Muddengay gets it to fall, and a good one there for Muddengay. Muddengay with 6 now, and that falls charged on Logan Conklin. Sends Muddengay to the free throw line. Schaefer checks in here for Conklin as Muddengay is at the Serve Pro free throw stripe. 6'1" senior guard, transferred in last year from Atlanta. He goes up and scores, and Muddengay with 7 now here in the ballgame. Eric Wojcicki's got it. Goes off now to Schaefer. Schaefer up top, now to Gunville. Gunville with the basketball, goes back off to Schaefer. Schaefer into the paint, left-handed, laid it up and in. 9 for Grayson Schaefer. Minot's leads at 20. 3-point game in Mandan when these teams played earlier on this season. Ball's going to go off of Sheldon up and in, and Sheldon lays that one through. And Hudson Sheldon with 15 points now in the ballgame. Comes back down to Schaefer. He's got it here. Schaefer at the block, put it up. That one just missed. Comes away down to Muddengay. He pulled down the board, and Mandan goes to work with it. Mandan's Carson Jablonski into the paint, then up top. Muddengay behind the back. Muddengay throws it up here. Derek Descent takes it away. Here comes Double D. Goes up, slam Derek Dissett hammers that one home. And his second slam dunk here tonight. He had a two-handed slam jam earlier on tonight. That was a one-hander. And now he's going to look for another one potentially here as Schaefer carries it down. Schaefer, a little Euro step move in the lane. He's fouled as he went over to the left hand and put it up. Foul's going to be on number 14, Try Frank. And Try Frank picks up his first personal. First team foul. And Grayson Schaefer goes to the Serve Pro free throw line for the first time here tonight. That one misses for Schaefer. Schaefer shooting 63% from the Serve Pro free throw stripe on the season. Serve Pro with 24/7 emergency services, trained technicians in advanced technology. Serve Pro. Minot and Bismarck. Grayson Schaefer's got the second. He's got himself 10 in the ball game, a kid that averages 4.9 per night. Minot leads 59-36. Taken away here by Nygaard. Strip Jablonski. Nygaard goes up, lays it up and in. Morgan Nygaard's got 6 points in the contest. And he laid that one off the window and in. And Minot's got a commanding lead here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Comes back down to the possession here for Try Frank. Off to Jablonski, then Muddengay. Muddengay worked it around the top now. Goes away here from Brown Otter. Sends it inside. There's going to be a reach in coming here on Gunville, I do believe. Is it? It is. And Gunville's going to pick up his second. 2 team fouls. Mandan to send it back in. Comes away down to Schaefer. Gunville way downtown. Deep three. Bounced around off the rim. Almost fell in, but it missed for Gunville. Comes away now here to Mandan. This is Sheldon again. Sheldon off the window. Sheldon couldn't get it to fall. Schaefer had the rebound. Sheldon got it back. Then Schaefer pushes it free. Now here comes Derek Dissett with it. Dissett off to Winchesky inside. Goes back now to Nygaard. Now Derek Dissett just lays it up and in. And Derek Dissett is on a different level again here tonight. 28 tonight for Derek Dissett. And Derek Dissett moving and grooving here in the showdown. Timeout called here by Mandan. Minot will take the time to talk things over as well. They lead 63-36 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Mandan having a conversation with their head coach, Brandon Schaefer. At the half tonight, Minot led 50-31. And Minot's got on a run here in the second half. 13-5 run to come out of the gate here in the second half of basketball. They're on top on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sheldon and company trying to change that now. Brown Otter's got it here. Back over to Sheldon. Sheldon sends it back across down to the corner. Brown Otter gets it back, then Jablonski. Oh, that was like a football hit there from Nygaard. He got into him. And Morgan Nygaard's going to be charged with his second personal. Big thanks tonight to Prestwich Orthodontics here in the Magic City. Prestwich Orthodontics can be found at minotbraces.com, specializing in Invisalign, and braces for all ages. Prestwich Orthodontics. Take your smile to the next level. Brown Otter's going to be charged. Sorry, make that Rustin Menwald instead. That's number 4 on Menwald. And Menwald's got 4 here in the ball game, and that's going to bring Muddengay back in, and Menwald out of the contest. Helm will inbound now to Winchesky. It's a lively gymnasium in the first half here with 13:35 left in the second. Not quite as boisterous as it was earlier as Minot has unhooked the plow a bit, but there's a foul away from the basketball, and it's on Grayson Schaefer. It's number 1 on Schaefer here tonight. 39 rebounds for Schaefer coming in to the matchup here tonight. He could jump out of the gymnasium. So can Logan Conklin, who's got 90 rebounds coming into this week in a 3-game week against Jamestown, Century, and Mandan here tonight. Jablonski puts it up off the window. He scored. And Carson Jablonski has 6 in the contest. Comes away now to Morgan Nygaard. Then Derek Descent. Crossover move. Descent goes to Helm. 3 land. Helm off the mark. Up after it was Nygaard. Nice play there from Sheldon. He came down with it. And the ball goes away to Muddengay, who's got it here. Muddengay sends it back to Sheldon, the sophomore. Hit on Schaefer. Puts it off the window. He scored and he's fouled. 17 in the ball game here for Hudson Sheldon, averaging 16 per night. Sheldon, one of the tops inside of the WDA for the sophomore category inside of North Dakota high school hoops. One of the top prospects of the West region. Puts this one up, and he's got the old-fashioned three-point play. He's 3 for 3 from the Serpro free throw line here tonight. And Hudson Sheldon cuts into the Minot High lead at 63-41. Magi still on top. Helm inside. Schaefer, easy land. 12 for Grayson Schaefer. 65-41. Minot's on top. Comes back away now inside to Muddengay. Gets it off to Sheldon off the miscue there. Sheldon gets the toilet bowl roll, and Sheldon adds another one to his resume here in tonight's showdown. 65-43, Minot leads, and now Derek Descent goes up and scores. 30 for Derek Descent. He's 14 away from the all-time record at Minot High for the most points in a game. Downtown and way out there, Riley Bearstail buries for 3. Riley and Briley Bearstail, pair of freshmen, they could shoot it. Eric Winchesky high steps his way back after he buries one from downtown. 70-46, Minot leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Comes away here to Muddengay. Up top now to Sheldon. Sheldon got it. He thought about shooting the 3. Nygaard was in his face. There goes Jablonski off the window, and Carson Jablonski goes up and lays it in. He's a fun player to watch. Comes back away here now to Derek Descent. Derek Descent's got it. Derek Descent sends it back up. This is Nygaard. He'll unload for 3, no good. Hit after the rebound was Schaefer. Ball's freed out now to Nygaard. Nygaard again goes back over to Descent. Oh, Jablonski's on the ground. And Carson Jablonski slow to get up here for Mandan. Hopefully he's all right. And we'll have a timeout called here by the Magi. And Jablonski seems to be okay. Glad he is. 30-second timeout on the floor. We're just going to keep it right here inside of Magic City Campus's gymnasium. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, make sure to hit like and follow on all social media platforms for the PSP Network, including our Twitter handle. You can vote tonight on who's the MVP of this matchup. Tweet at us at Network PSP. Find us at Network PSP on Twitter, on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on YouTube as well. You'll want to do that because the WDA basketball tournament comes to the PSP Network again in 22-23 in this season. Excited to bring you that tournament again. Wall-to-wall coverage. Every game for the boys, every game for the girls. Coming up at the Bismarck Event Center, the start of March 2nd through 4th at the Bismarck Event Center. We'll have the coverage for you on the PSP Network. These two teams will be at that tournament. Two of the favorites coming into it. Sheldon takes away the basketball, and Sheldon's going to carry it down. Sheldon against Gunville, jump basketball to call. And Gunville looked back at Brian Offworth immediately saying, uh-oh, is that on me? Then it's a jump ball. Nice play from Gunville. Ball sent in. Muddengay's got it here. Dissett went up after it. Derek Dissett got an arm in the way of Muddengay. Then a call on the play. You see Dean Winchesky. He's animated. He's an intense guy, but I tell you what, kids that play for him absolutely love him. The respect is there for him without a doubt. Muddengay's got his second personal foul, by the way. Derek Dissett's got it here. Derek Dissett dribbling against Muddengay, pulls up for three, swoosh! Derek Dissett from downtown, a three-pointer. .44 is the all-time high in a single game for Minot High Magicians scoring in program history. Three-pointer on the other side, nailed. Devin Church hits his second three. 73-51, Minot on top. Goes out to Helm. Helm dishes inside, Ranke waits. Ranke tried to step through, he's gonna be fouled on the play. Or is that ball just gonna go to play? It is just gonna go to play. Hey, by the way, Mason Kramer Photography, official photographer of Minot High School. Senior portraits and game action shots. Mason Kramer Photography on all social media platforms. Talk about next level. His work is next level. Mason Kramer Photography, proud partner of the PSP network. Into the paint goes Nygaard. Trying to send it down to Conklin. Went off a feet on the inside there of Sheldon. And now the ball is going to come back into the possession here for the Magi. Nygaard's going to send it in down to Derek Dissett. Dissett's got it here. Derek Dissett, step back, three-pointer. Oh, it was in and out to Derek Dissett, just missed. Ball comes away down to Sheldon. 9:45 to play here in regulation. Sheldon against Derek Dissett. He didn't have anywhere to go. The wingspan of Double D. Comes back away now. Try Frank off the window, had too much on it. Two shots coming here for Try Frank. And it's on Gunville, and Gunville's going to be charged with his third personal. Gunville with 3 personal fouls here tonight. He hasn't been to the free throw line at all here in this ball game. Number 3 shooter from the charity stripe in the West region. Try Frank's good on the first from the Serve Pro free throw line, and Try Frank will have another opportunity here. Cut Minot's lead back down to 20. Off the front of the rim, Try Frank misses the second. Gunville to Winchesky. Now Double D from downtown, off the front of the rim, gets his own rebound back, goes up, lays it up. Oh, he just missed. Ball comes away now to the Braves, and they go to work now with Sheldon. Sheldon, a runner in the paint, goes up after his own rebound, gets it. Great second effort there. And now it's Conklin that's got it, and Conklin brings it across the timeline. Conklin up to Winchesky. Now Gunville, 9 on the dot to play in regulation. Winchesky from downtown, off the mark. Minot's got cold from behind the arc, but here comes Derek Dissett putting it up and in. And Derek Dissett's got another. 13 in the second half. Carson Jablonski lays it up and in. 8:37 left here in regulation. Gunville tried to go down low to Nygaard. The hand was there from Try Frank, and Try Frank took it away. The All-State football player, 25 steals on the season for Try Frank. You know that he's got good hand-eye coordination. An athletic kid without a doubt. Off of the corner. Church open again for 3, missed. Board pulled down, here comes Winchesky off to Conklin. Conklin sets up shop, now Gunville unloads, 3-pointer. Gunville from downtown, he's only got 6 points in the ball game, and Gunville nails that one from way downtown. They have on it lead 78-54 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom.
Spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one, okay. I write 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here, let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Well, we come back to Magic City Campus's gymnasium. Minot High leads big in this ball game here tonight on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 78-54. Minot looking for some sweet redemption after they lost by 3 at Mandan on a Carson Jablonski 3-pointer at the buzzer.
And they were able to donate the money back to the program. Thank you very much, Mark and Scott.
78-54, Minot on top. Prestwich Orthodontics bringing you the final 8:04 here tonight. Prestwich Orthodontics, they offer virtual consultations and financing options that make it easy to take your smile to the next level. You can call 852-2646 or visit minotbraces.com to get started today with a free virtual consultation. It's minotbraces.com and Prestwich Orthodontics. Carson Jablonski with the basketball to try Frank. Down to Devin Church. Back to Jablonski. Goes inside to try Frank. Frank's got it here. Goes into the paint. Double team. Derek Doucette on top of him. Jablonski was open for 3. He just pulls back out. Across it comes now. Try Frank. A little dribble drive here. Back to Jablonski. Right feed. Got it back up top. Here's a 3-pointer coming off the mark there from Brownouter. Comes back away down to Winchesky. Winchesky's got it. And Winchesky goes off now here to Nygaard. Nygaard inside. Derek Doucette. Double team down low. Goes back to Nygaard. Gunville way downtown. That one off the mark. Conklin up after it. Sends it home, and Conklin scored. First points of the night for Logan Conklin. Minot's got 80. Jablonski into the paint. Rolls it up off the front of the rim and in. And Jablonski, 4 in the first half. 8 here in the second. Shot will not count. There's a foul on the play. Todd Hoffman had the call on the play. Sheldon checking back in here for the Mandan Braves. Gunville sends it in down to Derek Doucette. Under 7 to play in regulation here on a Saturday night on the 21st of January 2023. What a fun year for high school hoops in North Dakota and on the West region. On the west side of the state, in the West region, I should say. Try Frank went down to the ground. Gunville's out with it. Now Nygaard. Nygaard runs into a bunch of black jerseys, takes it down, waits. Nygaard puts it up, no good. There's Gunville. Oh, Gunville was mobbed there as he went up, but there's going to be a foul charged. Take your pick. Who will it be on? Paul Bellum. And they're going to say Riley Bearstail's the one that it was charged on. Bearstail picks up his first. That's Riley Bearstail's first. And the number 3 free throw shooter of the WDA, Gunville, goes to the free throw line and hits the first. 7 points for Gunville here tonight, make it 8 as he's 2 for 2 from the Serve Pro free throw stripe. The Minot's got an 82-56 lead. Stick around tonight for our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show here tonight. Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors bring you the postgame each and every night on the PSP Network. If you haven't already done it, make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. Hit that subscribe button as well on our YouTube platform. The more likes and follows, the more subscribers we have, the more local athletes get promoted, and that's our mission at the PSP Network. Sheldon from downtown. Second 3-pointer for Sheldon here tonight. Cutting into the lead, but Minot High's up big here in this ball game on their home floor. The Magi at home this year have gone 5-1, courtesy of that man right there. Derek Doucette's up and in. 22 in the first half, and Doucette moving and grooving here in the second as well. Down with it comes Gunville. Now Conklin. Conklin sends it in. Kaiser lays it off the window and scored. Kaiser now with 3 in the ball game, his first field goal. 37 tonight for Derek Dissett. Off the window, rolls up and in, and Sheldon puts it in. 24 right now for Sheldon in the ballgame. Comes down to Logan Conklin. Dished off, Kaiser unloads a three. That one misses. Tried for his own rebound, but it was Brown on her that took it there. In comes Sheldon. Euro step move, puts it up, no good. Down it comes, down for Conklin. Conklin runs it, he sees the lane. Conklin lays it off the window, and Logan Conklin goes down and scores. It's what I talked to Dean Winchesky about the pregame show tonight. Would you like to see Conklin do more of that right there? He talked about just having the confidence to do it and know how good you really are. Conklin's a kid that's got a bright future here for the program. Equally as good, if not better, on the football field for Minot High School. Eric Winchesky's going to pick up his first personal. 17th foul on Minot High, and Winchesky's going to have a seat on the bench. Sends Carson Jablonski to the free throw line. Dean Winchesky laughing about the horn here at the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Carson Jablonski's good from there, and Carson's got his first point from the Serpro free throw line here tonight. Jablonski shooting 62%. Number 9 in points per game in the West region. Jablonski off the mark. Kaiser goes up after it. 50% tonight here for Carson Jablonski. Gunville trying to get it back down to Dissett. Now Gunville just carries in. Sends it down. That one off to Kaiser. Kaiser's got it here. Kaiser was batted out of there. Up by the hand of Riley Bearstail, and Bearstail knocked it away. Now Jablonski sends it in towards the rack, and he's going to be fouled. 2 shots coming for him. Caden Helm with his first personal. 18 fouls here on the Magi tonight. Jablonski back to the Serpro free throw line, and Jablonski, that's his second from the Serpro line tonight. Serpro 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians and advanced technology. It's Serpro. Jablonski gets the next one to fall, and Carson Jablonski will check out of the ball game now here for Mandan. Mudgate checks back in. Winchesky checks in. Out comes Gunville. Minot's got an 88-64 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. If you're just joining us, Minot led 50-31 at the half here tonight. They've come on glued here in the second half. And Derek Dissett goes up and he scores again. He's got 39 points now. 44 is the all-time record at Minot High. That's on my count here tonight. Ball comes away down to Muddengay. Muddengay's got it here. Sends it up top, goes away down to Hudson Sheldon. Step back, long three-pointer, Sheldon from downtown. Third three-pointer of the game for the sophomore Hudson Sheldon. He's been fun to watch here tonight. Derek Dissett into the lane, lays it up and in. 3 points away from the all-time record for Derek Dissett. He's going to get sick of having his picture taken with that MVP, Sport Clips MVP logo on top of him. How do you go away from Derek Dissett here tonight? He has been a man amongst boys in this ball game. 22 in the first half here tonight to 41 total right now. Three-pointer off the mark. That one bounced around. Kaiser down with it. Off to Conklin. Conklin a double D into the lane. Here's Derek Dissett off the front of the rim. Went after the rebound. Comes away down to Helm. And Todd Hoffman's going to say there's a foul on the play. And it's on Derek Dissett. Only one personal foul tonight here on Derek Dissett. Sends Muddengay down to the free throw line. And Muddengay will shoot his first. Nothing but net for Muddengay. 2 for 2 here tonight from the Serve Pro free throw line for Matt Buttengay. 8 to the contest here for the senior guard for Mandan. Make it 9. Here comes Winchesky. 92-69, Minot High leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Conklin's going to get it here, goes off to Derek Doucette. Derek Doucette now dribbles in. There's going to be a blocking foul charged here on Mandan, and it's on number 10. That's Medwald, and that's number 10 with number 5 here tonight. So Medwald's going to fall out of the ballgame. Medwald's going to have to come out here. They're leaving him. Yeah, there we got it. Medwald with his 5th personal. So Medwald's night will come to a close. In off the bench here for the Mandan Braves comes number 0 here tonight for Mandan. Do apologize, I don't have him on my sheet here tonight. I'll get it for you in a moment. Derek Doucette, turnaround jump shot. Points for Derek Doucette. Sets the all-time single season scoring record for the Magi. Set the all-time school record the other night for the most points in his career. And now tonight, he gets the game high. Derek Doucette with 45 here tonight, and he checks out of the ball game. Wow. Derek Doucette surpasses Matt Whitworth and John Norton. John Norton had 44 points back in 1944. Matt Whitworth had it in 2003. And now Derek Doucette's got 45 points in one game 20 years later in 2023. And Derek Doucette continuing to etch his name into the record books here at Minot High School. Wow. He was on a mission tonight from the start. You saw that for the Magi, and he unloads there and gets his 45th point to the ball game. Something on the floor here. Shelton goes down to pick it up. Todd Hoffman just puts it in his pocket. And Mandan will inbound the basketball. Into the ball game for Mandan, by the way. Number 0 tonight here for the Mandan Braves, coming in to the contest. And of course, the roster that I was just handed is the one from Jamestown the other night. I don't know where my roster next to me went here tonight. Shot off the mark. Comes away down to Nelson. I do apologize. Comes back away down to Schaefer. Up top here. Three-pointer off the mark there. No good. Comes back away now here to Buttengay, and Buttengay's got it across the timeline. Shot was off the mark. Buttengay back at the free throw line, and Buttengay will shoot 2. And Buttengay's got another one from the Serve Pro free throw line. 4 for 4 tonight. Grayson Schaefer checks out for Minot High. Here's Buttengay from the Serve Pro free throw line. Gets that one to bounce in. 5 for 5 for him from the Serve Pro line. Down for Helm, and here come the Magi with 2:07 left here in regulation tonight. Taken by Nelson. Into the paint. High up off the window. That one missed there for Landon Bedell. Comes back away to Kaiser. Bedell wide open underneath. And Landon Bedell's got his first points here tonight. Ten scorers in the books here for Minot High tonight in this ball game. Ball comes back away now, and Nelson's going to pick it up here, but there's a foul on the play first. And that foul will be charged on who? It's going to be on Mandan. Dylan Geiger's got his first personal. Kaiser missed from the free throw line. Comes back up. Now to Nelson. Into the corner. Kaiser for three, no good. Bedell goes up after it. Steps right back through. Lays it off the window, no good. Board pulled out of there. Here come the Braves back the other way up the floor here with Jace Johnson. Johnson sends it off. Comes back over now to Devin Church. Mandan goes to work with 1:10 remaining here in regulation. Minot leads big in this one. 96-71 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Nelson down to the corner. Helm dribbles at the baseline, goes back up to Kaiser. Kaiser sends it inside. Bedell tried to go up. He's going to be blocked on the play. Start the bus chant is on. Inside it comes down for Helm. Helm step through, lays it off the window, rolled in, then out. Then it's going to be taken, put back up just off the mark there. Ball's handled down by Mandan. Justin Hale, number 0 here for Mandan tonight. I do apologize. Comes back away now here up top for Bearstail. Kick back out. Church for three, no good. Rebound pulled down here. Minot's got it. Kaiser will bring it across the timeline. 96-71. The Magi are just going to dribble this one out here tonight. Minot gets some sweet redemption after a loss earlier on this season. Dean Winchesky, Brandon Schaefer shake hands at midcourt. And now the celebration's on here for the Magi tonight. 96-71 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot gets a victory. We'll break this one down here tonight and come back to our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Tell you all about it. We'll have our move of the game here tonight. We'll also have our MVP of the game brought to you by Sport Clips tonight. That all happens next. Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
It's time for the Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show.
Now for a look at game stats and analysis. Let's go to the post-game show.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Legacy Financial Partners, the Bone and Joint Center, Ask Fitness, Thompson Larson Funeral Home, First Choice Physical Therapy, The Hoopster, KX News, Century Eyewear, 701 Realty, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Qdoba, Jersey Mike's Subs, Nathan Stremick Signal Realty, Eyes on Burdick, Chuppy Health, Subway, The Beaupre Law Firm, Minot's Finest Collision Center, State Farm Paul Siebert, Minot Hockey Boosters, Prestwich Orthodontics, Hub International, the UPS Store, Planet Pizza, Northern Plains Heating and Air, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Ackerman S. Fold, Premier Chiropractic, Vibeto Orthodontics, Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Jerome's Collision Center, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, Sport Clips, Shots Crossroads, Planning Team Financial Advisors, ServPro, BNC National Bank, Shields. Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Welcome into our Planning Team Financial Advisors at Shots Crossroads postgame show here tonight. Fun one tonight at Magic City Campus's gymnasium. Minot High gets the victory tonight over the Mandan Braves, ranked number 2 in the state. Minot ranked number 3. 96-71 is the final here tonight. The Magi get some sweet revenge after a loss to the Mandan Braves earlier this year, 60-57. Down in Mandan on a Carson Jablonski buzzer beater on that night. Minot High comes out and almost gets to 100 here tonight against a very good Mandan team. Minot improves to a record now of 11-2 on the season. Mandan falls to 10-1 overall. Mandan moves to 9-1 of the conference. Minot improves to 10-2 inside of the WDA. It's our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show tonight. Shots Crossroads, where you can order online and pick it up at the store at Shots Crossroads. Shots Crossroads, home to that famous number 99. Try the banana cream pie at Shots Crossroads. You won't be disappointed. Shots Crossroads brings you the postgame tonight with Planning Team Financial Advisors. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team is there to help you along the way. Planning Team Financial Advisors at planningteam.com. They'll help you every step of the way. That Planning Team Financial Advisors. Time to take a look at the scoring here in this ball game tonight. Minot High was led by Derek Doucette. Set a record at Minot High again here tonight, all-time record. We'll get to them in a second, but it was the Mandan Braves tonight. They were led by Hudson Sheldon, and Sheldon, man, holy cow, did he have a ball game. Averages 16 per night. He came up with 28 here in the showdown tonight on the PSP Network. 28 for him, 13 in the first half, 15 in the second. Great ball game for the sophomore Hudson Sheldon. 14 for Carson Jablonski, 10 of which came in the second half. 3 for TJ Brownotter. 2 for Rustin Mendenwald. He fouled out of the ball game. 6 for Devin Church. 3 for Tri Frank. 11 tonight for Matt Muddengay. And 3 tonight for Riley Bearstail. Mandan shot 9 of 11 tonight from behind the ServPro free throw line here in this ball game in the second half. They were 11 of 13 total here tonight from behind the ServPro line. Scored 31 at the break. They got to 71 total here tonight. 8 scorers got in the book here tonight for the Mandan Braves, who fall now to 10-1 overall on the year and 9-1 inside the conference. For Minot High, they were led by Derek Doucette. 45 points for him tonight. That's a new record at Minot High School for the most points ever in a single game. And Double D gets it done tonight. 22 in the first half. The rest come in the second. Kid's a freak, I'm telling you. Off to play at NDSU. It's the all-time leading scorer in program history. Did that the other night. We'll talk to him again here tonight after he breaks this record. What an accomplishment for him. Next in line for the Magi tonight, Grayson Schaefer had 12 tonight off the bench for the Magi. Good night for Grayson Schaefer. 10 tonight for Eric Wachowski. To the top of the list, Nygaard with 6, 3 for Kaiser, 4 for Conklin, 5 for Ranke, 8 for Gunville, 2 for Bedell, and Helm ended up with 1 tonight. Minot High shot 11 for 14 in the ball game here tonight. 11 of 14 coming for the Magi from the Serve Pro free throw stripe. They scored 50 points in the first half. They get up to 96 tonight and almost equaled that sum of the first half of basketball here tonight. They had 10 scorers in the books. Minot High wins tonight 96-71. What does that mean for the standings inside of the WDA here tonight? These standings, and a look at the standings brought to you by our friends at Buffalo Wild Wings. Standings look like this. Mandan falls to 9-1. Century at 9-0. Minot moves to 10-2. Minot High is going to leapfrog Mandan and Century here tonight after Minot High picks up their 10th win of the season. Will that change the rankings next week? I would have to think so. After Minot High gets the job done here tonight on their home floor. We'll come back to our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show tonight. We'll have our MVP of the matchup here tonight. We'll also have our move of the game coming your way on the PSP Network coming up in just a few moments as well. That's brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. MVP brought to you by Sport Clips here tonight. Final again, 96-71. Stick around for our move of the game tonight and our MVP of the contest. It all happens next on the Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show.
Presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Legacy Financial Partners, the Bone and Joint Center, Ask Fitness, Thompson Larson Funeral Home, First Choice Physical Therapy, The Hoopster, KX News, Century Eyewear, 701 Realty, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Qdoba, Jersey Mike's Subs, Nathan Stremick Signal Realty, Eyes on Burdick, Chuppy Health, Subway, the Beaupre Law Firm, Minot's Finest Collision Center, State Farm Paul Siebert, Minot Hockey Boosters, Prestwich Orthodontics, Hub International, the UPS Store, Planet Pizza, Northern Plains Heating and Air, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Ackerman S. Fold, Premier Chiropractic, Vibeto Orthodontics, Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Jerome's Collision Center, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, Sport Clips, Shots Crossroads, Planning Team Financial Advisors, Serve Pro, BNC National Bank, Shields. Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Planning Team Financial Advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show tonight. Derek Dissett joins us here in the Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. What a week for this young man that joins me now in our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show tonight. Big win tonight, 96-71. Minot High gets a victory here tonight. And some sweet redemption over a Mandan team from earlier on. First things first, how good does it feel to get a win here tonight after Mandan beat you guys earlier this year?
It feels great. Like I told you, we're going to come out with energy, and I think we came out with a ton of energy and played Magi basketball. 45
points tonight puts you at the top of the list all time in the winningest program in North Dakota basketball Class A history. John Norton held that record in 1943 and 44. That's a long time ago,
It was like
man.
World War II.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Matt Whitwer, 2002 to 2003, scored 44 as well. You get 45 tonight. You break the school record for the most career total points. What does it mean to have the single game high now tonight as well?
It means a lot. I mean, like I said, like yesterday, when you do all this, like it just all your work that I've put in, all my work I put in, it's like paying off, and it's a great feeling. And I looked at Horn, and he pointed up, he put his hands up, and he's like 6 away. And then I was like, all right, give me the ball. I just went to the guys, I was like, give me the ball.
You got it, and you made it look easy at times here tonight. You had a two-handed slam in the first half. You had a single-handed slam in the second half. Which one of those was better for you? That one in the first half, man, about took my breath away. My goodness.
I personally like the second one better. I like bringing it up with like holding it, cradling it with like one hand, and then coming up, and then going. But I think it was like Hudson on the side of me, so I think the second one was a little bit better, me personally. But I didn't dunk on him, but I like the second one better.
Hudson had a heck of a game tonight, 28 for him here in the showdown. You want to give some credit to the Mandan team?
He's going to be a special kid. I mean, he works well with their offense. He's a great slasher, I think. I mean, he's not bad as a shooter. I mean, he can work on it, but I think if he gets that down, he'll be a lethal player.
You guys get a win against Jamestown the other night. Lose to Century earlier on this week. In my opinion, it just didn't seem like you guys were playing your best basketball leading up till tonight. Tonight it felt that way. Do you feel that way, that you guys really were clicking?
Oh, yeah.
Tonight?
I think tonight we clicked. I think everything was just going our way. We defended, we rebounded, and we pushed. We pushed, and we just tried to push it down their throats.
Great job here tonight, man. So much fun being a part of this.
Thank you.
Congratulations again on another record at Minot High. Those aren't easy to break, my friend.
Yeah, it's a great program.
Yes, great job here tonight.
Proud to be a Magi.
That's Derek Doucette, our player of the game again here tonight. Second time in a row, and no question mark about that one tonight. 45 points, the new all-time leading point getter in a single game for the Minot High Magicians program. Another level for Double D off to play at North Dakota State University. Derek Doucette is our MVP of the game here tonight. MVP brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips. Sport Clips, where you can sign in online with a hairstylist today. Sport Clips and the MVP haircut experience at Sport Clips. They bring you tonight's MVP. Congratulations, Derek Doucette does it again here tonight. Time for our move of the game tonight. The move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Moving across town or across the country, Jobbers can help you with your moving and storage needs. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage. And got the highlight for you here tonight as Derek Doucette had a big-time slam-a-jamma here tonight. And that slam dunk in the first half, to me, was pretty righteous. You'll see it here on the replay tonight. He told me just now that he liked the second one just that much better with the one-hander. But here comes the Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game here tonight. It's a Derek Doucette two-handed slam in the first half of basketball. Dished off, goes through traffic, finds the lane, puts it home, and Derek Doucette gets our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game here tonight. We're back in action coming up on Monday when Minot High Hockey has an early afternoon game, or early evening game, I should say. Oh, hang on one second here. An early evening game, I should say. They play at 5 o'clock on Monday night at the Mesa Arena. It's a makeup game where the Jamestown Blue Jays come to town. I'll have the call for you on the PSP Network. Hope to see you there that night. Don't forget, we will have the WDA basketball tournament on the PSP Network. WDA tournament on the 2nd through 4th of March at the Event Center in Bismarck. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage, every game live on the PSP Network for boys and girls hoops at the WDA tournament. Big thanks to Brandon Schaefer for joining us here tonight. Big thank you as well to Dean Winchesky for his time before the ball game tonight here in the showdown. A big thanks to Derek Doucette for helping us out here tonight in the post game with some time of his tonight celebrating another Minot High victory. Final for the final time after a busy week on the PSP Network. The Magi, ranked number 3 in the state, take down the number 2 ranked Mandan Braves 96-71 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Dick Hulberg signing off for the final time this week. We'll see you Monday at around 4:40 for the Shields pregame show. Until then, please have a great weekend. Be safe, and God bless.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Poise. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
Ah.
That's a spot.